So Brice has been trying to get Marques out here for what, 18 months or something?
Over a year at least.
Over a year for sure. He is like the top tech guy. So he has over 17 million subscribers across, I think, 3 different channels. You have his main one, which is MKBHD. You have the autofocus, and you have the studio channel. We're doing a little bit of behind the scenes. So you guys, it's always cool, right? We've done like Doug DeMuro and some other things, like how these top YouTubers do stuff behind the scenes. So we got the remods in. It really piqued his interest. I heard him on another podcast talk about specifically that car and how he's probably never going to be able to drive one.
But now that same company made the Concept 2, which is the Nevera.
Yeah.
I'm never going to drive one. But that thing looks
I
sick.
mean, don't say never. Why wouldn't you drive one?
Or maybe I'll drive one someday.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So it was really cool to be able to connect on that for that new technology since he's such a big reviewer of it. We're also going to go see some more fish with BDD here.
I don't want to go.
The other thing I want to make sure to mention, this is going to be your last chance to buy the Event 3 t-shirt. It's been on our website for a while. The last date is going to be August 14th to get that shirt. So make sure you get on, get it. It's going away. Enjoy the video, guys, and make sure to check out MKBHD and his other channels.
We've spent the last 25 years building a business together.
Now we're building the ultimate driving collection.
All while having fun with family and maybe kicking a bush or two along the way. Marques Brownlee, one of my favorite YouTubers. I love the tech, I love the Apple. He's the man. So there's the crew walking up. And they're vlogging as well. Should we wait till they get a little closer to them out?
So it's not super awkward.
I don't want to like stand there and like wait for them. Like 5, 4, 3.
I love the countdown.
Hey guys, how you doing?
How you doing?
I'm Jason.
Marques.
Marques, great to meet you.
too.
How you guys doing?
Hey,
Brice?
guys.
Good to see you.
Miles,
to meet you.
Jason.
Which one of these is super sick?
And this is the first delivery one, right?
We had second and third together delivered here.
This paint even in this light is...
I love the
Because
paint.
you gotta get it on camera from different angles to actually film.
It's hard to really capture it, yeah.
Note to self. Get the spinning car.
I think you can fit a turntable in the studio. I think you can make it happen.
You're not wrong.
And then you're gonna get out and drive this thing, right?
That's the plan. I need you to show me where, because I'm not gonna just go out on the highways, but yeah.
Right.
We just watched an interview where you said you weren't gonna be able to drive one.
That's probably, I thought I would never probably even see one.
That's awesome, though. It's crazy. You're one of like the original guys doing this since like 2008.
That's true. It's been
That is wild.
It's been a journey, and even like a lot of the car stuff we're doing now is relatively new. Like we always did gadgets and
Sure.
computers and phones and all that stuff, but
But now you're like branching out to just like any technology.
yeah, and
Really?
cars are gadgets now.
Yeah, give it a go.
So many of them are just straight up computers on wheels. So what I keep telling myself is I daily drive the Plaid, so like I've ruined a lot of fast cars for myself.
For sure.
Like,
That's
I've tested
right.
a lot of cars since driving that car where I'm like I remember testing the NSX Type S for a couple days, and I remember like flooring it, opening it up, and being like, I love this car. It's just too bad it doesn't have the top end. Like,
It's just a
too
little
bad.
slow.
And then I read all the other reviews, and they're like, this car is blisteringly fast. It's extremely quick. I'm like, I think I got ruined by the electric car thing. With this one, I was like, all right, there's no way anything makes the Plaid feel slow, but there's also no risk of me having to buy one because it's $2.5 million. So I'm never gonna buy it. So this is just a shot of like recalibrating, ruining all the rest of cars for me.
So we were drag racing,
Yeah.
this with the Super Sport with the Plaid.
Is that out yet?
Last week. It comes out today.
at 1
Okay.
o'clock.
And so we both get a pretty good launch. And I mean, you get like it gets to your head a little bit sometimes. Like I'm feeling it. This thing is just, going so fast past me. Just launches past me. It doesn't
Like
feel
he's like
right.
he's getting giddy in there, like.
Well, it
I
doesn't
can't
feel right
believe it.
because I'm feeling like it's
doesn't.
going so fast, and then to see something right next to
This
you,
thing just kinda keeps
just pull
going
away
and
from you.
pulling away.
It's just, dude, you're gonna love it. It's gonna be crazy.
I am excited to ruin cars for myself.
Okay, so you want us to get the car out for you then?
Let's try it.
Okay.
How do you probably pause it?
Oh yes.
Yeah, turntable,
Yeah.
How did you get to interview Kobe? Kobe's my dude.
So it was his farewell tour season. Nike Contact reached out and they were just like, Kobe's new shoe has some tech in it. Would you be interested in doing an
Okay.
interview and talking to him about it? But obviously I'm going to say yes.
For sure,
Of
yeah.
course.
I don't care what it is.
So I get invited to basically the Staples Center. I'm over here like,
Pre-gaming, you get ready.
great, I gotta do a good job. He comes over, immediately the nicest guy. Like he's obviously been briefed about us, so he's like, I saw what you do. Like I
Sure.
like the tech videos, it's super cool.
If there was one person
Yeah.
that I could have met, it would have been Kobe.
This is my favorite way to do it. Very professional.
Yeah, you're clear.
Holy!
So come over here real quick and take a look out there.
We don't normally see like a whole professional crew show up, right?
Well, that's his
With
whole
us.
gig is like differentiate himself. He wants to make. He's gonna pay for that incremental improvement to be the best. He bought a robot arm for $250,000 to do shots of his stuff.
Did he really?
Yeah.
That's it. That is next
But he's
level.
got that mentality of like, I want to be the absolute best.
For sure.
And that's how I'm going to differentiate myself.
He's doing a fantastic job. I mean, for the tech reviews, what was it?
He's there for a reason.
I think
yeah.
a few years ago, the president of Google, he commented about how he is the best tech reviewer on the planet right now. That was like a few years ago.
Well,
I think
I believe
that said
that.
something like that. And he got Creator of the Decade.
He did?
At the Shorty Awards. Creator of the Decade. Isn't that crazy? Creator of the Decade? Like, you know you're the if you're the creator of the decade.
I'd be happy to be the creator of the day.
I know.
Or of the hour.
Correct. Anything.
The hour? I don't care what the time frame
Of the
is.
last 10 years.
If you hear a little bit of gas engine in front of me, if you do hear a little bit of gas engine in this video, that's because at the moment I'm behind a P1. So that's what happens when you hang out with Triple F, I guess.
What are we doing out here? We're here with MKBHD as he reviews the Rimac Nevera. You know, he talked about it, he wanted to review it. He didn't think he'd ever even drive one. Well, we have one come out and drive it. So we're out here, he's got the full crew out here, we're having fun.
Basically, we're doing whatever the Marquez says.
Pretty much. It's just neat. It's cool to see like all the people doing their own thing. It's not, when a YouTuber comes in, it's typically like, it's like skeleton crew, it's themselves and like one person. Just
This
like
is
us.
professional, yeah. This is the real deal. Just driving around just for fun and letting him do his thing. I love seeing somebody else get rollers.
I can't get over the fact that I've shaken Marquez's hand and that hand is shaking Kobe's hand. So I've like, it's like posthumously shaking his hand.
So compares to the Plaid, how does it compare so far?
It's lower, it's firmer, and it's more responsive. But like throttle performance on the Plaid is really good, and I like that about it. This is just as responsive, it's just faster.
This feels a little tighter to me. Like when you're driving, like some of the feedback, it's a little heavier and it's a little tighter feedback, which I like compared to the Plaid.
Yeah, I've been driving Plaid for 2 years, and I'm very used to like how heavy it feels and just got used to it. You can feel that it's heavy, but it is like a tight, yeah, I can't complain. We're on our way to the drag strip right now to do the straight line acceleration. If you look to your left, you'll see corn. If you look to your right, you'll see
More plants.
If you look in front of us, you'll see a 911 Turbo S being chased by a McLaren P1, followed by a Rimac Nevera, and then if you check that rearview mirror, I think that's a 765 LT with MSOP. Yeah, it's sort of a small... It's a thing that happens sometimes when you're on the road.
If you've ever wondered what it's like to be 6 feet in a hypercar, here are my knees. There are Marquez's knees.
Yeah. So how do you enjoy following a P1?
I've never felt better following a car. Top
Like,
3 it's got to be.
It's top for me.
How nice and dirty it is. Look at that.
But man, like with the wing up like that though.
Yeah. This is one that I keep hearing, like everyone who has a car collection that has a P1 usually puts it near or at the top of their list of fun to drive.
Oh, it's at the top for me.
Yeah.
If I had to pick one car to just go driving,
Yeah.
it might be this one.
It seems like a unanimous like top
Yeah.
2 forever. That was absurd.
Yeah, after your third try. So you giving him a 2-second head start?
I gave him about 1.8 seconds that
Yeah.
time. Yeah, that was
2 seconds too long.
That was sick. Like knowing at the half mile or the halfway mark that I was going to catch him, absurd. As I crossed the line, I gave a couple extra yards. I got to 182.
Looking forward to this?
I feel comfortable in this car. I don't know why. I just feel comfortable.
Because it feels good.
It's a good feeling car. We're in neutral right now. Wow. I can already tell why this is the Widowmaker.
Ooh, that. You hear that?
Yeah, it's right above
that's
us. The roof scoop.
The roof scoop. Oh my god, that is so sick.
That sound.
That noise is so
crazy.
awesome.
It's already over, huh? Best driving experience of my life? Probably. Yeah, I saw one, the one in the Peterson, I'm pretty sure, and I just remember looking at it and being like, wow, this car's low. I'm just looking at the roof of it. That's pretty sick.
Doors are crazy.
I wonder if I'll ever get to like sit in one someday. To like, do you want to drive it home? Like, yes. Just from what I experienced, it reminded me a lot of, weirdly enough, a combo of the first Rimac Concept 1.
Okay.
With the really like high brake travel, sticky brakes, and then yeah, like 720S on steroids. Yeah. Just like wants to go faster. Sounds you hear from this thing, the little that sound.
Nuts, right?
Took a little road trip to BDD's favorite spot, Aquarium Adventures. It's more fish time. I don't know what these guys are doing. He dropped a quarter. He's gonna break my mirror by getting up, I guarantee it. He's gonna rip the whole thing off. Look at him. He's gonna use that to brace himself.
Oh my God, he's doing it again!
No, I was wrong. I thought he was gonna rip off my mirror as like using that as brace.
You just sit on cars like they're chairs, man. That's what they're for! I think you made a mistake. Sitting in cars is what they're for, not on cars. The difference between an I and an O. Look at that guy.
I'm liking him.
He's cool with me.
Well, look at that long noser. I like that long noser right there.
That really is cool too.
It looks like a dolphin.
He's a hogfish. Look, he's 375. He's only 300.
That is the green birdwrasse.
Okay.
That's the hogfish, and then that's the trigger.
Is that a parrotfish right there?
That's the puffer. The one up top is the parrot.
That's cool. He's like rainbow.
Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah.
Those aren't for sale, Dad. We already tried.
Wasn't it this guy?
Yeah. I think it was like 15 something.
Yeah. Still think this is like a McLaren fish. It's so cool. Like the blues and the oranges are perfect.
Okay.
At some point, kind of hiding in there, but we moved them over for it. So.
Oh, that's cool. His birthday was last week, but we were out of town.
Yeah.
So one of his surprises was
Axolotl thing.
yeah,
and he's gonna kind of handpick the really cool bright ones for you.
cool. How big do they get?
Like that, maybe like a foot head to tail.
God, that's
Yeah,
that's
they
big.
get cool. I mean, yeah, they do get kind of large.
Cool.
Yeah.
He's gonna be so excited.
Yeah.
Once they're in here, though, they're hard to get out.
Well, not impossible. I'll fish them.
I'll fish them, reel them in.
That would be a funny joke. Come in here and put like a fishing line in there.
Oh my! Press the button. No, you put it to park. Well, you got to press it. No, you didn't. If you did it, then it would be off.
I think it's stop.
See, it says stop.
That means you push to stop.
It says stop, so that means you got to push it.
Is it open?
Let's practice.
Dad, can you practice? Yeah. Obviously you didn't.
If you did it, then it would be off, Dad. It's okay, Dad.
Dad, did you lie or are you just kind of crazy?
Okay. Are you all in?
All in.
Okay.